don't really think people know what it takes these days to get new music out there for an independent artist. Back in the day, when you were trying to get the word out, either you were playing a show or opening for a national act, just trying to get exposure or whatever, you would hand out flyers and basically be like, here, you throw this away. So sad, so true. That joke is credited to the late, great Mitch Hedberg. So you'd go and pass out flyers and you would get to interact with people and you'd get to meet people and you'd find people that are into the same kind of music, and it was cool. And you would get to see the drunk guy over there at the venue puking on the trash can. And if you were at the masquerade when that water dripped from the top floor, you got to see people get pissed on without knowing about it. If you know, you know. Rest in peace, 695 North. It was awesome. Side note, people didn't watch shows through their phone. They actually watched the show and experienced it with the people around them and had a moment. I took my daughter to a show one time and she was like, Daddy, I really want to crowd surf. And she's an itty bitty thing. I was like, come on, let's go. Let's make it happen. I started tapping people on the shoulder saying, hey, do you mind if I put her up? Because, you know, it's loud. We're on the floor. I'm like, do you mind putting her up? And they're all just like, woo! I'm trying to watch the show. This is the best show I've ever seen. You could tell that she started to look discouraged about it, that she wasn't going to do it. I was like, Sweet Pea, this isn't the right crowd. Let's go over here. We walked around to another dense part of the crowd. I saw this guy and he looked like he was having a great time and that he'd been to a concert before and it wasn't weird. So I went and tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, can you help me lift her up? You want her to go up? Yeah, can you help me out? Fuck yeah, man. And he picks her up and he puts her on his shoulders and he walks up to the front. Oh, shit. That's my daughter! I'm well aware of the irony, but maybe that's for a different time. Now I'm going to date myself here. Self-love is important. There was a period in my music career when promotion was done initially online through a little thing called Myspace. Well, I'm fucking old. Now Myspace was pretty awesome back in the day. It was very heavily focused on music and you could share a lot of music and a lot of music news in our local scene in Atlanta. And my band at the time, that's kind of how we really built a following to begin with before we started touring. There wasn't a whole lot of politics and all that nonsense and shit that tears people apart. There definitely wasn't anywhere near as many ads and all that stuff. It was just if you followed somebody or they followed you, you saw their content, they saw yours. It was great. Not that old. I could still throw down. Nowadays, you can't just put music out on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever and think that just people are just going to hear it. So you have to promote. How do you promote now, Gogi? Well, I'll tell you. You have to buy ads on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and you got to push it out there so that it gets in front of a new audience. You got to hope that the algorithm finds the right people. You got to hope that they're not showing your song to the biggest Barry Manilow fan that ever lived. People know who Barry Manilow is now? Not that old. I could still throw down. So you have to make 25 reels that show you balancing on a broomstick up your asshole while your buddy holds a rope that's got a microphone on it and you sing into the fucking camera like... It got to a point where I was kind of stressed out about what the fuck content am I supposed to put out there? I don't give a shit about content. I want to play music. What I was told was that I need to be releasing content every day or at least 3 times a week. I need to be putting out a new video every week. I don't know that that's going to happen. If I have an idea or something I want to talk about, I'll put out a video. This shit's kind of fun when I have something to talk about. It's not fun when I'm trying to stress out about what the fuck to say. I want to make music. That doesn't stress me out at all. Last night, I'm sitting there working and I got this song idea in my head. It's coming soon. I'm going to release it as soon as I finish making 25 different reels. I got this idea and I realized I haven't been focusing a ton on music in the past week because I've got kids, married, work, so I can pay my bills, because this sure as fuck ain't doing it. And I was kind of stressing out about what the next video was going to be about. This is why people get burned out and can't do it anymore, is because they're too inundated with this nonsense. The other part of that is that even when people like your reel, they don't necessarily follow your pages to learn more about it. They don't necessarily get to see all of your content. It's fucking crazy. Instead, you get, guys, I don't know about you, but shitting is difficult. I just bought this new porta potty and it is amazing. You have to try it. Like and subscribe. Guys, do you often feel bloated and tired? Well, let me tell you, I found this thing that really works out for you. All you have to do is put 2 scoops of this powder in a glass of water, drink it every morning, and then you take this rod and shove it straight up your ass and do like this. It is what it is. There's a lot of people out there that can make music and that never see the light of day and they're just happy making music just on their own. And that's awesome. That's great. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm not one of those people. I like to get my music out. I like for people to hear it. Some musicians just want their art to be out there and they want people to love them. Please love me. I don't necessarily need 1,000,000 people to love me, but I do like to see what my music can do once it's out there, because I think the other part of this too is just like, how far can it go? And if it doesn't go any farther than this, then whatever, that's fine. I'm not gonna not give it a shot because that's part of the fun too. To an extent, when we start talking about focusing on content more than the music, I don't know, bruh. And then all of them will say, at the end of the day, it is about the music. Like, if your song's not great, then it's probably not going to take off. Yeah, you told me not to promote the fucking song and to promote the content. There could be any number of reasons now why people aren't attracted to it. Could be the content's not creative enough. Might be the song. Maybe you should double check your headline. Is the description of the video fitting? Is it relatable to your audience? What time did you post the video? What text is actually on the video? You don't have text on it? You're telling me not to promote music, but to promote content. But now you're telling me that if the content doesn't work, then it could be the music's fault. So dumb. Anyway, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Hey, also, don't forget to smash that bell and ring that like button. Whatever, I don't give a shit.